But he's also so hell-bent on revenge that he just lost all his brain cells in the process, and he's just kind of living on a hope and a prayer. Alright, hey y'all, it's Jocelyn. Welcome back to my channel, Jocelyn Reads. And it has been a really long time since we last talked, since I last updated you guys on my reading, everything. But I have a bit of an explanation. I mean, I have a bit of an excuse, but also it's just me being inconsistent with my channel. If you know, you know. But I honestly was trying to get more consistent until I moved, as you can see, back into college. And I thought that would be a really good thing to move back into college for my booktube channel. That's not why I moved back. I moved back to be more productive, but I thought that the side effect of that would be good for my booktube channel because I get a single now because of COVID. So it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing because I mean, COVID's still a thing, so that's why we have to have singles, so it's bittersweet. I thought I would be able to film all the time because I was single, and my schedule last semester was so chill that I got to film a lot more than I ever have while being in college. But my professors had another plan for me. They started acting like we weren't in a whole pandemic, and so my schedule got really busy. I now have a chem lab, and chem labs are always long, and they always take a lot of work, whether you're in it or not. You're either having to do a pre-lab or a post-lab, so that took up a lot of my time as well. And I just have a whole bunch of classes that are a bit more rigorous than the ones that I had last semester, so it took me a lot more time to actually get used to my schedule and kind of be able to manage my time effectively. But I feel like I've reached that point where I can now, and I can finally start filming again, so I'm super excited for that. I literally have not read a book since January, so RIP to me as a reader. I don't even know what I am anymore without that. But yeah, it's literally been a month since I read a book for pleasure. I'm in this romance reading course, which is actually pretty cool. I probably will talk about it more in either this vlog or upcoming vlogs as I talk more about my schedule. But I've read books for that class, some of which I've liked, some of which I haven't. So those are the only books that I've actually read. But I am going to use this vlog to try to get back into reading. I have 2 books on my schedule, but before I get into that, I wanted to thank Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. Ana Luisa is a sustainable jewelry company who is lowering their carbon emissions and things like that, so that's super cool. And they sent me 3 pieces, one of which I don't have on because my nails aren't good, so I didn't want to put a ring on and draw attention to that. But they sent me these earrings and this bracelet, which I'll put a close-up of them over the screen as I talk, and I'm super grateful to them for sending me these. I really like these because they're dainty, and I'm used to really big jewelry. Like, I love my hoops, as you guys know. I love dangly things, and I'm not really used to dainty pieces, but I feel like Ana Luisa gave me a newfound appreciation for those, so shout out to them for that. And they also sent me a code, so if you'd like to use my code, you can use code Jocelyn10 for 10% off of their jewelry. Everything will be linked down below in the description box. But yeah, thank you to them for sponsoring this video. And the books that I want to read during this vlog are A Court of Silver Flames, which I've already started, and this book is Nesta's Story from ACOTAR. I wasn't that excited for it because I don't love Nesta as a character. I don't hate her, I don't love her. I just kind of fall in the middle when it comes to Nesta, so I'm not a stan, but I don't despise the stans either, even though the Nesta stans are freaking crazy. But that's a whole nother story, especially on Twitter. But yeah, I'm not a stan, but I love Sarah J Maas. I know she's really good at writing romance, angst, character development, and trauma stories. So I know Nesta's story has all of that, so I expect to really like it. I'm a little bit into it, and right now I'm loving seeing Nesta from her point of view. Obviously in the other books we only saw Nesta from Feyre's point of view, and so we get this really jaded view of her, and you don't really consider her trauma and how that plays a part in the way that she acts. So seeing her in this book is super cool because, I mean, it's not cool because it's kind of sad, but you really get to see how her trauma has shaped her and how she's pushing people away and why that makes her act the way she does. And it doesn't really excuse her actions, but it definitely gives an explanation to them, and it makes you feel for her a lot more. So that's what I like about this book so far. I plan to finish this one during the vlog, and then I also, sorry if it gets a little bit loud by the way during this vlog, I have this AC unit that comes on and off by itself in my dorm, and so I expect that to kind of mess up the sound. I'll try to fix it in editing, but if I can't, we'll try to work around it as I do more vlogs. But if I finish this book, I also want to finish The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter, just because I started this way back in January, but I remember enough of it for it to continue on. I'm literally at the end of the book. I have makeup on it, but anyway, I'm literally at the end of the book, so it shouldn't take me long to finish that. Hopefully I can finish both of these during the vlogs, but I'm excited to get to talk to you guys again about books and just upload on my channel again. All right guys, so since I told you guys I moved back into campus, I thought that a dorm tour would be pretty cool to give you guys and show you what my dorm looks like. I have a single this year because of COVID, I think I told you guys. So just me in here. It's pretty roomy for a single, just because my other friend has a single and it looks like a fucking broom closet. So I'm really happy to have gotten this one and not that one, but it's still, I mean, there's not that much place to go, but I think it's a pretty open space for what I have. And so I guess I'll start over here. There's my ring light, but I guess I'll start here. At my door, I have my bookcase. I have some books over here at this trunk that I use as a nightstand because I really have nothing else that I can really put there. I also just take up hella room for no reason. But I can show you guys which books I brought with me to college. Yeah, I mostly brought fantasy books. I think I brought like one romance book. I brought Queen of Shadows because if you know, you know. I've been trying to read this series since November or December, and people have been asking me on Twitter if I finished, and the answer to that is no. I'm still on, I'm still on Queen of Shadows. I read Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight, but did not finish Queen of Shadows. It's taken me forever to read. People say that it gets better. I have yet to see it, but we'll see. I also brought Jade Warp. I have Dune by Frank Herbert, and I also brought The Bridge Kingdom and the Traitor Queen by Danielle L. Jensen because I want to do another video, or a video, where I read new adult fantasy. And this is one of my favorite new adult fantasy books, and the second book came out, so I thought that would be good to include in that video. But obviously I haven't gotten to film it yet, so we'll see if that ever gets uploaded, because right now I've just been sucking at uploading. So there's that. I also brought Poison Study for that new adult video, and then I also bought Air Fire. Wait, is it Air Fire then Queen of Shadows? Wait, I think I'm on Air Fire, not Queen of Shadows. But yeah, and then I also have To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. I've been wanting to read this for a while. I started it. I have a bookmark in it. Lore, and I brought the Poppy Wars series. And I also brought Malice, which Mayana and I are supposed to buddy read. And I also started this a while back. I have a bookmark in it. I'm on page 116, but definitely will start this book over if I read it again, which I am going to. So that's my top shelf that I have all these books I brought. And then down here, The Bridge Kingdom. I also bought War Girls, Sword of Kaigon. This one I heard will probably become one of my favorites, so I'm super excited for that. I brought the entirety of the Dark Artificer series, the Lady Midnights, over on my quote-unquote nightstand. It's definitely not a nightstand. Then I also have Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron. And I have The Secret History, If We Were Villains. I also have The Starless Sea, The Magicians, and The House on the Cerulean Sea, all three of which are for a video. The second part of reading my faves. I don't know if you remember that video that I did where I read books like Akamath. I now want to read books like Strange the Dreamer, so those are the three that I want to do for that video, and that hasn't been filmed yet either. And then I also brought Legendborn, the Mistborn series, the first book in the Assassin's Apprentice series, and then I bought a hard copy of Red Rising off of Depop or Thrift Books, one of those, and that came while I was at school, so I have my hardcover of Red Rising. And those are all the books that I brought to school with me. This is where I keep a little basket of masks just to grab on the way out the door. And then I also just have this. Usually I have my jewelry case up here, but I don't know where that is actually. I can also put more books here if I want to, if I buy some more while I'm here. I keep a lot of electronics and really knickknacks in here. There's my jewelry case actually just open in there. And then I have my desk, which is pretty basic. I have my calendar here, and then my water bottles, a candle, which I'm not really supposed to have. I also have my lab notebook, some books that I'm going to be reading for this vlog, and then I also have just like little knickknacks. If you want to know where that case is, not case, this charging dock is, I can link that down below. And then yeah, just keep little stuff here. And here I have my bed, which felt extremely tiny when I first got here because I'm used to my bed at home, which is a full. But now it feels humongous because I'm just used to laying in it now. Nothing special. I didn't decorate that much because we weren't allowed to bring a lot of stuff because of COVID, because they don't want us having to move a lot of stuff in and out. They basically just want us to be able to get in and out easily, just in case we get sent home because of COVID. That's my ring light case. So yeah, that's my bed. That's my little nightstand. It's really just a trunk, but it's where I can charge stuff really easily next to me when I'm sleeping. And these are 3 other books that I'm interested in reading and brought with me: The Fires of Vengeance, Lady Midnight, and Iron Gold. And yeah, that's one of my batteries charging for my camera. So yeah, that's my dresser. It's messy. I don't throw away my boxes because I got used to keeping them from when I did Depop. I would reuse my boxes to sell. So now I have like this thing where I can't really throw away a box. And then those are just some sweaters that I have. So that's almost the entirety of my room. I have a mirror here. I used to have a full-length mirror here, but it fell and broke. And it's my own fault because I never got the tacks to really hang it up. So RIP mirror, it's gone. But I still have this one, and if I want to see my full body, I have to stand right here and look at myself. So just college teens, I guess. That's pretty much it. I'm not really mad about the size of my single. I pretty much like it, and I think it's a nice little space for me. The weekend comes, yeah. I know that it won't be long, yeah. So you're gonna call my phone, yeah. You'll be like, babe, come over. Alright, hey guys, it's the next day. It is Monday, but it's my second day of my weekend reading vlog. It's basically just a 2-day reading vlog at this point because, like I said, I didn't get any footage Saturday, so I started on Sunday, and I was reading this, and I actually did finish it. But before I tell you guys what my final thoughts on this book were, because I don't think I ever told you, let me show you what happened. So I dropped this book off my bed, and this is a big old tome, and bitch, you can't even see it. Bitch, why did the whole fucking book break? Because why did the whole fucking book break when it fell? Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty salty when it happened, but now I think it's kind of funny. But at the same time, this breaks my heart, truly breaks my heart. Like, not my Sarah J Maas book, but anyway, you can't really tell when the dust jacket is on, obviously, because it's under, but I'm really having to like talk myself out of buying another copy, but there's just no need for me to do that. Like, I already finished the book, and it's not like an all-time favorite. I love it because it's Sarah J Maas, but it's just one of those books where I really enjoyed my reading experience, but this is not going to be a favorite book of all time by any means. So yes, this book I ended up giving it 3.5 or 4 out of 5 stars. I think I gave it 4 on Goodreads to round it up because Sarah J Maas is my girl, period, and I'm going to round up for her. I'm biased, we know this, but yeah, I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars on the higher end, like towards a 4. And that is because I really did end up loving Nesta's development as a character, and I'm a really character-driven person, so that's what will push me over the edge towards a higher 4 rather than a lower 3. But did that even make sense? Like 3.5 rounding to a 3 or versus rounding to a 4. So because I'm a really character-driven person, if I really love the characters and the interactions between them, it'll push me towards a 4, and if I don't, it'll push me towards a 3. But where I found this book lacking was the plot. The plot, honestly, it just wasn't it for me. Like, there was nothing like straight up bad about it, like objectively bad about the plot. It was just the fact that I didn't care. Like, nothing about the plot intrigued me other than the fact that Nesta is somewhat training to be a warrior, and she's training to be a warrior because after all her trauma with the cauldron and stuff like that, and I'm not gonna go too deep into detail because I know some people haven't read ACOTAR, but after all her trauma in the 3 books of ACOTAR, she's kind of fallen into this really dark place, and she's just drinking herself into oblivion and having sex with a whole bunch of guys. And at first, Feyre and Rhys and all of her friends, very loose term friends and acquaintances, family, very loose term because Nesta really doesn't have any friends because she is so hard to get along with, but all of them come together and like, we can't let her keep doing this, and so she's sent to this like palace in the sky. She has to live there with Cassian, and he's basically training her, and she's working in a library in order for her to kind of get her head together and get her where she needs to be again. And so I really like the training and her working with Cassian, and how her training to be a warrior kind of forced them to be in close proximity and really admit their feelings for each other and work through that whole bunch of sexual tension in the beginning. And I liked how that progressed into romantic tension because I realized I really do like romantic angst more than sexual angst. Like romantic angst that comes along with sexual angst. Like I can't do sexual angst on its own, and so I really like the parts where we're getting into the romantic angst as well. And so I liked the interactions between Nesta and Cassian, and I liked Nesta's development and her becoming this really strong female warrior, but I didn't necessarily like the plot centered around this. Basically what the plot is that they're centered around them trying to prevent a war and find these artifacts before their enemies can find these artifacts and use them against them. And it was boring, I'm not gonna lie. Like I didn't care about the enemies, I didn't care about them finding these artifacts. All I cared about was Nesta's development and her relationship with Cassian, and I also loved all the moments where we got to see the inner circle. So this was a 3.5, rounded up to 4 stars because I just love these characters. If you don't love these characters, they'll probably be even lower than that for you, but I am so really glad I read it, and yeah, I don't regret anything about it, and I definitely will read the next one. I know this is a standalone, and the next story will probably follow like more Elaine, someone like that. Sarah J Maas said she's wrapping up all the leftover romantic relationships from the ACOTAR series, so that'll be the next book from this. And the next book that I'm reading, I only have like this much left of Rage of Dragons, so I'm gonna jump back into this one today, but I also have work actually right now, so I'm trying to hurry up and film this clip before my boss emails me and tells me what to do. Oops, she just emailed me right now. I spoke that into existence. Oh, I'm really not doing anything today for work. I love that. Might just read my book while I do, like, I just have to look at the email basically and answer any emails that come in, which is pretty cool because I work from 1 to 4. It's like 1:11 right now. She just emailed me, and so I just have 3 hours of just monitoring an email, so I can pretty much do what I want to do, which is cool. So I think I'm going to finish this one. I'm on page 340. I thought it was on 360 something. I'm gonna have to find my page again because the bookmark fell out. But yeah, this doesn't have much left, and I really did like it, and I remember enough to go ahead and continue with it. But I'll tell you guys what I think of this one once I get there. I also took my COVID test this morning. I had my COVID test Friday, which I had it again Monday, which is pretty a quick turnaround. So today I had it, and then I'll probably have it again Thursday perhaps. I don't know, we have a spring break, so that might mess up how they're testing people for COVID. But yeah, that was in and out, and then I got some food, and now I'm sitting at my desk going to get my laptop and work on a few emails for work and maybe read my book. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys.
I thought that I was dreaming when you said you loved me. The start of nothing, I had no chance to prepare, I couldn't see you coming. The start of nothing, ooh, I could hate you now. It's quite alright to hate me now. When we both know that deep down the feeling.
Okay, so I was reading and trying to figure out what place I'm at, and I'm definitely nowhere near 350 because something that Tao's talking about has already happened from where I was reading it, so I definitely have to find my page. All right, hey y'all, so it is now 6:30 at night, and I went to work as I told y'all. I worked from 1 to 4, and then from 4 to now I was doing my laundry, which yeah makes sense because 30 minutes in the washer, an hour in the dryer, and then I had to dry one cycle another time because it wasn't all the way dry. But anyway, long story short, that's just me being mad that I had to finish my laundry. I forgot how frustrating Tao is as a main character. I really want to reach through this book and just snatch Tao up and just smack him upside the head sometimes. And I love Tao, so it's not out of a place of hate. It's out of a place of I want you to do better, Tao, and I want you to use this brain that you have in that bald head. Please use it. But he just doesn't, and it's so irritating. It's frustrating, but at the same time I love it because, like I said, I love a story where a character is hell-bent on revenge, and Tao is hell-bent on revenge, but he's also so hell-bent on revenge that he just lost all his brain cells in the process, and he's just kind of living on a hope and a prayer to get things done. He's not really thinking ahead and thinking of the consequences of his actions, and it's so frustrating because he'll do something dumb and I'll be mad at him, and then I'll be like, you know what, I understand where he's coming from. Like, he has a lot of emotion and passion and he wants his revenge, so I'm gonna forgive Tao for that dumb thing that he did. And then 10 pages later he's on some other dumb shit, and it's just like, how many times can I really forgive you, Tao? Like, you really have me out here looking like a fool defending you, but at the same time I'm still gonna go to bat for Tao just because I see where he's coming from. Like, I see the passion, and I just love somebody with a motive and a goal who is gonna go after it regardless. I just wish he was smarter about it, but at the same time, I know where his heart is, and that is why I love Tao as a character. I wish my empty-headed boy was a bit smarter, but he's not yet. But maybe we'll see some growth from this book to the second book. But I think if you really like characters and you're really a character-driven person and you like just feeling strong emotions towards characters, you're gonna like this book, because Tao is gonna make you just want to snatch him up, but at the same time he also brings a lot of joy out of you, and you just have no choice but to feel for Tao and his struggle. And so that's how I'm feeling about this book right now. Like, he's already frustrated me and I just picked it back up, but I don't know, we're gonna see what Tao do at the end of this book. We'll see if he gains some brain cells. All right, y'all, so I wanted to go ahead and end this vlog. I think I'm gonna start a vlog right after this, but I just can't get through this. I don't know what's going on with me, but this vlog was supposed to be from Sunday to Monday, and it is now Wednesday, and it's all because I wanted to end this vlog before I finish this book. But I've come to the conclusion that that's just not happening at the end of this vlog. So like I told y'all, Tuesday and Wednesday were my wellness days, which were basically my spring break for this semester because of COVID. And I did a lot of stuff Tuesday. Like, I went to Target, Barnes and Noble. I went to get snow cones. Like, I did a lot of things with my friends just because we literally haven't had a break this semester. So I didn't want to spend all day reading, just because I feel like I wanted to spend some time with my friends when we didn't have a whole bunch of work to do. And then yesterday, wait, that was Tuesday. What did I do Monday? Child, I don't know. I don't even know what I ate for breakfast today. I can't remember what I did Monday, but I know I didn't finish this book. And then today, to be honest, I just napped all day, and I'm not even that mad about it, just because I just need some rest. Like, I've been doing stuff. I live right next to the bathroom, so if you hear the toilet flushing, that's why. But let me wait for it to stop. But anyway, I didn't get to finish this today because I took a nap, and I just feel like I needed that rest. And so I only have this much left, but I'll just start a new vlog and finish it then. But what I will say is I think Tao was learning a bit of common sense in the end. Like, I think he's seeing a little bit of how he is one-track minded, and I'm liking that he's coming to those conclusions, but I'm not putting a whole lot of faith in that. Like, I feel like Tao comes to a lot of conclusions and then falls back into his dumbass mindset that I have no choice but to love, because I love him and I love his passion. So all of this coming to conclusions and realizing his mistakes a little bit in the end, it's not selling me. Like, I'm not sold, just because I know Tao and I know how empty that head is, and I know that those conclusions that you're coming to and those revelations that he's coming to are not going to stick. But I also want to say that some deaths have happened, and they've all been of characters that I don't really care about that much, and that's making me realize that I don't have a strong bond with the side characters in this book yet. Like, there's gonna be one or two that I feel like I like a lot. Zuri and Uduak, I feel like I have a semi-strong connection with. Not that strong, nothing near Tao, but obviously Tao's the main character. And so as long as stuff doesn't happen to those two, I'm good. I have a little bit left, and I know Evan Winters might do it to me. So we'll just have to see in my next vlog. But that's all I really have to say about this one. Still loving Tao as a character. The plot is a little bit slow at the end, even though there's like kind of this big battle going on right now. I don't really care about what's going on, but I don't know if that's me, like that's my fault because I'm picking this book up after months, or if it's the author's fault. I don't really think it's the author's fault. I think it all has to do with me and me waiting forever to pick up this book again. I would have been way more invested if the story was fresh in my mind, I think. So that's a me problem, but I'm excited to see how it ends. And yeah, this is sitting at probably 4.5 to 5 stars right now for me. And finally, I also read A Court of Silver Flames in this vlog, and I ended up giving it 3.5, rounded it to 4 on Goodreads. But what I really loved about this one was Nesta's journey as a character. I'm a super character driven person, so even if I don't love the plot of a book, if I love the characters and their progression, then I will give that book 5 stars if it's the best. But I didn't love her that much to give it 5 stars. It's just 3.5. And yeah, I think I will be going home next weekend, so I think I'm gonna film a bookshelf tour next weekend. Okay, sorry, my battery died, but like I said, I'll be filming a bookshelf tour next weekend probably, and then another vlog will come up right after this one. So today's Wednesday, so I think I'm gonna do Wednesday to Sunday, and then I can get back on track with Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday vlogs, because I feel like vlogs will be the easiest thing for me to film while I'm in college. Sorry that this one was a little bit boring and this one wasn't exactly what I wanted it to be, and that's just because I'm still trying to catch up on my reading. I feel like my next vlog will just be about me getting back into a reading routine while in college and really picking back up on my pace of reading that I was doing last semester. And I also want to read actor Asia Eve Brown in my next vlog, so that should be in there as well. But yeah, if you stay to the end, don't forget to use the code Jocelyn10 for Ana Luisa, and to check out Ana Luisa, everything will be linked down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and all those things down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Safe in my rental, like an army truck.